We're a service-driven business, which has only been made so successful because of all the amazing staff and team we have on board.
Do you ever think you would have been able to be a 9-to-5 type of person?
If I did it now or when we did it before, it would be half-arsed because we didn't have the capital needed to do it how we'd want to do it. So it's almost like, do you then dampen your vision and do something for the sake of it, which at the time we didn't want to do. Like, I know for a fact, if to get the facility we want to do, it's going to cost us about $500,000.
So today on the podcast, I have Jack Ramsey, who is a health and fitness entrepreneur. How you doing, Jack?
Very good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. Do you know what? Usually I do like to introduce the guests and I say, obviously I'll talk about your businesses and whatnot. Obviously done a little bit of research on you before the podcast, but you've got your foot into so many different things at the moment. So I thought it would be better to hand over to you because I know you got a fitness studio, martial arts studio, there's paddle, there's Pilates, but yeah, I'm going to hand over to you and I'm going to let you talk a little bit about what you're doing at the moment, your ventures.
Got it. So as a brand, we're Ramsays, strictly Ramsays, but we've got a couple of kind of branches now. So we were what was Ramsay Fitness about, what is it now? I'm 31 now. So about 15 years ago, we started as Ramsay Fitness, which is just personal training sessions outside.
15 years ago,
15 years ago, yeah. I think I first started when I was 16.
Really?
Yeah, 16 years old, yeah. Started
wow. Okay.
working in gyms and stuff and just like create a bit of a brand to kind of advertise ourselves, myself and my brother.
Yeah.
And then from that, we opened our first gym, the standard boutique fitness gym.
Yeah.
But when I say gym, it's not like a pure gym or like a fitness center where you can go and just use it. It's a fitness facility where you come and do classes. So almost taking inspiration from a lot of London gyms, like F45s, One Rebel, Barry's, where you only go to do a class, then leave.
Okay.
There's actually one in Cov now, which does great for themselves. Revs, they're doing brilliant. It's like the same. Not heard of Revs, and it's Steve Daniels.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, and it was the same sort of model, but in Nuneaton where we're set up, and we were working at a gym there. It's a standard Nuffield Health. We kind of saw a gap in the market to, one, opening a gym is expensive, really expensive. So it's easy to open like a studio as such, and the studio model wasn't tapped into. So yeah, we opened a fitness facility no bigger than like half a football pitch, even smaller than that. So not that big, really.
So when you say it's expensive, do you mean the
kit, the fit out?
The kit and the fit out more than anything, right?
I mean, locations are expensive, but like obviously in the Nuneaton's not that bad for rent and stuff wise. So if it was somewhere like London or Birmingham, where big cities, the rent's high. But yeah, the actual fit out and kit out can be expensive. And when it comes to gym kit and stuff, like a treadmill can cost $7-8 grand, which is mad. Like that's that techno gym, but then you can get cheaper. But obviously if you go cheap, you often lose quality as well. But yeah, anyway, that being on a tangent, we operated as Ramsay Fitness, for the last 6 years in a premise. Ramsay Fitness for 10 years is just personal training and stuff. And then last year we found another facility just down the road, which was triple the size. And we thought, wicked, let's move. But in the same breath, our old building, the lease was up as well.
Yeah.
But it was also very good rent and very good location. So it was, do we just leave it and move, or do we keep this location? Like I said, it's half a football pitch size and do something else with it. So we thought, what can we possibly do? Could it be a 5-a-side football? No, it's not big enough. Could it be loads of random ideas, like a youth club, or hire it out for another person to rent out, like sublease it? But we thought, you know what, there's not actually that many mixed martial arts places around here. There's a couple of good ones in Nuneaton, but there's still a couple of lacking. So it was myself, my brother, and our additional business partner who just came on board, Deck. So Deck Hollis, he's part of Ramsay Strike Academy. He was one of my clients actually. And he's got a background in Muay Thai and fighting and stuff. And we always chatted a little bit about, he mentioned to me actually, I'm trying to set up my own little gym and stuff. My own like fitness or like fighting gym. I said, that sounds like a good idea. Then I approached him and say, you know what, why don't you come and do it here with us? We've got no knowledge on it in regards to like setup, but we understand fitness and like systems. So we've got a really good team of coaches now at both gyms, but we had to get a whole new team of, I guess, mixed martial arts based coaches locally. We've got a team of 12 now, which is great. And we opened that second facility a week after we moved into our new facility. So basically we moved.
So what's the timeline for this from the first gym to the second gym? What year was this?
First year was gym was 2019.
Yeah.
And we operated for 7 months, 8 months and went into COVID. The dreaded C word, which was awful, obviously.
I heard about some of the drama that happened there. We'll go
on
to
man,
that
you probably if you scroll through. Mad. But back onto the Ramsays. Ramsays was open the second facility in the same 2 weeks, converted our old facility into a brand new gym, the Ramsay Strike Academy.
Yeah.
And then start of this year, we thought, well, that was last year anyway. We opened the gym. We thought, okay, wicked, that's good now. Let's progress here. And then we got approached by Ammon and Preet of Paddle Studios. And they said to us, lads, do you want to go get involved with us and introduce Ramsays into our brand new paddle facility? And we said, what the hell's paddle? Paddle, what is it?
And we have a clue. I think many people had, to be honest.
Not a clue, probably most people watching this podcast, if you asked them a year ago, had you heard of this? Had they heard of paddle? They would have said, nah, maybe a few had. But obviously, do you know where
it originated, paddle?
Mexico.
Really?
Yeah, Mexico. I don't know the backstory, but someone in Mexico about I don't really know the backstory, but it was started
we'll
in Mexico
come on to paddle in a little
ago.
Bit.
But so they approached us and they said, does Ramsays want to get involved with us? Can you help us grow the brand in Coventry? We said, of course. What space do you have available? And it was enough to put a fitness studio in there, and that's a 8-bed reformer Pilates studio. And now our goal is, because paddle's expanding massively, as we progress and grow into more paddle studios around the nation, we will introduce Ramsays into every single one, be it via Pilates is always a given because it's a nice, easy fit and it's also booming. But as well as like spin or an actual open gym as well, we'd love to have what we haven't got yet. Part of our brand is an actual open gym where you can just go and use it. But that's
you want to take Ramsays UK wide, right?
100%, 100%. Obviously, it's easier said than done, and a lot of
you made it sound easy. I'll say that. I'll pick your brains in a minute, but that's the vision, right?
Yeah, it is the vision. Of course. A lot of it's to do with capital as well. Like we haven't got our endless pot of monies. We'd have more centers. But if we can combine Ramsays with paddle studios and open multiple sites, and in every single paddle site, we also have a Ramsays in some description, then it's a really good fit.
Do you know what? One of the reasons why I thought you'd make such a great guest is, I think if there's one thing that people are doing in life now is it's searching for a bit of purpose, a bit of fulfillment. And that usually comes from starting your own business, starting your own venture, your own hobby or whatever it may be. And obviously it seems like you've got a lot of purpose and fulfillment, especially with the Ramsays brand. So I thought maybe you can share a lot of that knowledge with people who might be listening, might be watching. How do you start your own business? How do you start your own kind of fitness brand? How do you brand yourself even? But let's take it right back to the beginning, before you opened your first premises. And the one thing I loved before when we had a chat was you said there's no holds barred, you'll do anything. So, which I absolutely love. And before I forget to mention as well, it's a health and fitness podcast, but he's wrote me into having a cider.
It's good as well, isn't it? Have you sipped it yet?
On a Friday, it's going down well. I'll give you that. But
I drink yours.
Balance is key, right? So, so going back to the beginning, opening that first premises, when it came to capital, when it came to branding, what were your thoughts there, and how easy and how difficult was that to get up and running?
So branding wise, we already had the brand, I guess, because we were operating as Ramsay Fitness, albeit me and Daniel were his personal trainers. We did online meal plans, etc.
You and your brother, right?
Yeah, me and my brother, Ramsay Fitness, really simple logo. It was just what people would represent us. We had a social media page, etc. We ran classes internally at other gyms, and we branded it as Ramsay Fitness, etc. But then, it was a vision to look into opening our own facility. And obviously, the first thing you do is figure out how. And the first thing you think of is, I need money. Obviously, I need money to do it. How much do I need? Or where do I get money from? So it was literally as simple as going on Google and typing in business loan, startup company. And at the time, which was now 6-7 years ago, there was a really good, I believe as well, it's still available. It might be called something different though, but it was called Startup Loans UK. You might have heard of it. And through Biz Britain and through Virgin Loans, there's loads of like different subsidiaries of the same thing.
Were you scared to do that? Or were you just that confident is what you wanted to do?
I
need to take the loan out.
The only time I was scared was when they said, okay, you've got the loan, press this button to get the money. And I was like, oh shit. Press this button, the money's yours in your account. I thought, Okay, what do I say no? I can't say no now. I've done all this money, done all this hard work to get the money. So yeah, up until that, it was just probably because you're, I guess, internally competitive to if you want to do something, you're going to find a way to do it. I guess it was a good mindset to have anyway. So as soon as the know-how was, oh, okay, you can go on Startup Loans UK, start the process, do the application form, do a cash flow forecast, do some research, and then find a premise, and they'll give you the money on the basis of you having a good cash flow forecast, a good business plan, and I think it was called a like a head of terms with a premise. And then they can then give you the money. You can go and then use that money to open your own gym. It was actually like a straightforward process. What was hard, Gian, is actually like finding the facilities, and at the time getting like a change of use is what it's called. It's easier now, I think, in 2019.
Did you have the facility already on standby when you got the...
Nah. So
you didn't? Okay.
No, that's like another story as well, or part of it, because while you're applying for the loan and getting the money, you might find a facility, but the loan's not confirmed yet. So you've got
Things
a facility,
could change.
And then the agent's like, wicked, okay, put an offer in. And you think, oh, I can't because I haven't got the money to do it. But you don't want to tell them that. So you just say, yeah, okay, I'm just going through ahead of terms, etc. And even that, like, I didn't do any business. I don't come from a business family either. And I did no business modules at college or at college, but I didn't pay attention, or at school. And when you're doing things like cash flow forecasts, looking at change of uses, looking at head of terms, and like actually liaising with landlords.
That's the best way to learn.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and the information's out there. Obviously, ChatGPT wasn't a thing then. It's wicked how much it was. But using the knowledge you can get off YouTube and other owners. Yeah. And at the time there was I think it's still a thing actually as well. It's called the Coventry Growth Hub. You might have heard of it. It's based in the other business park, and they had like a team of people who basically help young people. Or sorry, not young, anyone to set up their own business. So I had a guy.
Are they still about? Are they?
Yeah, they're still about. Yeah,
shout out to them.
Yeah, Coventry Growth Hub is what it's called. And I did a random talk like this last week. Yeah. In Warwick, and the guy there was like, "Oh, do you remember me?" I was like, "You recognise your face?" And he helped me look for my planning application form, because the hardest thing of doing it all was all the intricacies, like knowing how to apply for planning permission. Yeah. Like, because at the time, our first unit was offices, which was class C, I think. It's got to be class D, which is like, what? But obviously class D is leisure usage. You have to apply to go from class C to class D. And to do that, you have to write a massive application form saying how it won't affect the environment, how it will be good for the town, and how it's going to work and stuff. So, but it's just, again, you find information, you copy other people's, because it's all public knowledge. Public knowledge, You copy theirs and rewrite it as your own. But then you go to get approved, you get planning permission. Yeah. So another story is we got planning permission for one facility, got it granted, ready to press go on the loan. But then the landlord gave it to someone else. Oh, fuck.
Devastating. Yeah. A long process.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. But then you just carbon copy what you wrote down. We found another facility. And then almost by, you can say by chance, by luck if you believe in it, but by, I guess, God's will, the loan was ready. The planning permission was granted, and we had the facility head of terms written up, all within like a 2-week period. Okay. So when we said yes to the money, and we got the keys in the same week, you start paying the loan back after month one. So you think, Jesus, I need to get open. So it took us 6 weeks from key handover to opening the facility, and then it's just going on to the Google. Obviously, you've already got all your equipment list, and literally going on to money's in your bank. You go on to, at the time it was Fitness Superstore, and you literally buy everything. Yeah. But then you also miscalculate things. You think, damn, it's actually more expensive than what I think. I forgot about mirrors. I forgot about sound system.
Is not cheap, right?
No, it's not. It's not at all. We've got now a really good contact in China. Yeah. And all of our kit in our new gym is from overseas. Yeah. And it's literally we saved over £100,000 on our new gym. That's mad, isn't it? Mad. But obviously it's risky. You think, I'm ordering all this stuff from China from this random geezer. Yeah. Shout out Manchi Wang.
Okay.
Who I found on Alibaba. Really? Literally Alibaba. You think of it, like, Alibaba.
I've heard of people using that.
But it's legitimate. It's actually legit if you find the right contact. And he basically sourced everything for us for our new gym at a much lower rate. Obviously, then get it all shipped over, which is expensive. Ship containers. But if you order enough of it and we fill 2 containers with everything, then we saved so much money on kit, which is exactly like what you would get if you went on to...
The most expensive thing, right, is the kit.
Is the kit,
yeah.
But all the current UK companies or companies that you see in the gyms that you go to, your local gym, all their kit is made in China.
Yeah.
But they just put a stamp on it and then sell it for...
from here,
but it's business, isn't it? Of course you would.
Mate.
But we just basically cut out the middleman and got everything unbranded from overseas.
It's worked, hasn't it?
Yeah,
saved 100 grand, mate.
Saved 100 grand,
can't be doing much wrong. But obviously you said you opened it as a fitness studio. What would you say the difference is between that and your typical gym? Is it like you said, it's more focused on classes?
Exactly that. Yeah, no one comes to our gym and just use it. You either come and have a private personal training session, or you attend a class.
Would you ever be tempted to model it similar to kind of like an
open
commercial gym? Or
for sure. Gym? But if I did it now or when we did it before, it would be half-assed because we didn't have the capital needed to do it how we'd want to do it. So it's almost like, do you then dampen your vision and do something for the sake of it, which at the time we didn't want to do. Like, I know for a fact, if to get the facility we want to do, it's going to cost us about $500,000. It will, 100%, based on fit out, kit out, mechanical engineering, installations, and kit. It'll be $500,000. Obviously, you can lease a lot of the kit and stuff, but you need $500,000 to do the style of facility we'd like, and we haven't got access to that yet. Okay. So our first business loan to open Ramsay Site 1 in 2019.
Have you paid that back yet, would you say?
We paid it back now, we paid it back. But actually what we did do is, remember in COVID, you could get, if you remember it, a bounce back loan.
Okay.
So a bounce back loan was, I think it was like 2.5% interest, which is mad. So what we did is, in COVID, we paid off, we got a bounce back loan, paid off our Startup Loans UK loan, which is 5%, which is low anyway, and now have had a loan on a much lower interest rate, which is mad.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah, but loads of businesses
Take
or people,
of it,
100%. Anyone who, obviously, shout out anyone who did that, because it's literally like gold dust. Like, imagine getting a 2.5% interest loan, which you can pay back over 10 years as well. But we also took out a bigger loan. There's another trusting and Cov. Actually, Cov's quite good, to be fair, to help. It's called Coventry and Warwickshire Reinvestment Trust Fund. So
I didn't realise there were so many places like this.
It's called CWRT, and you can go on there. It's not for startups though. It's for businesses who need capital to progress. Okay. And that's what we use to open our second gym. We got a 150k loan from them. Okay,
is that the Striking Studio?
That's for both, Strike and Ramsay's. So that 150k loan.
Are they two separate studios? The Striking Academy and then Ramsay's.
So Ramsay Strike Academy is now in the old Ramsay Fitness.
Okay.
And Ramsay Fitness has progressed into a new facility, which is 3 times the size. Okay. So we used a bigger loan, obviously, to use with our contacts in China to move gyms and progress, because again, we didn't have the amount of funds needed to do so at the same time. But it's all out there. Like, there's actually there's
I think you've just got to have the vision, and you got to, it sounds like you wanted something. You had the vision, you knew what you wanted, you just needed a bit of help, and luckily the help was out there, right? And obviously you spoke about the brand as well, Ramsay's. Funnily enough, I'd been hearing about Ramsay's here and there for years, which is obviously good for you to.
But Coventry, it's a small town, isn't it? Like, everyone kind of.
It is, mate. Yeah, but obviously it's a good thing, right? Did you put much effort into the branding, or was it just a case of I want to call it Ramsay's and word of mouth has just spread? Or how much effort have you put into branding?
So everything creative you see in our brand or our gym is my brother. So he's got a very good creative brain, whereas I'm more numbers, to the point, get it done, more business. But anything creative wise, even our new logo, which I should be wearing, to be fair, is that Jordan? What is that Ramsay's?
It's Jordan, mate. Unless you pinch that.
No, we haven't. But like, even like the logo and the emblem and like the branding and the colour schemes and the accents is all through my brother. Because if it was me, it would just say, that'll do. That sound, let's go.
What about the design of the studio?
Yeah, same as Daniel. My brother. Which is good.
I was gonna say, because I saw the Strike Academy and it's like the green and the lights. I like it.
Obviously, I have input as well, but I'm just very much first idea. That'll do. Let's go. Which is a good brain to have as well, because you get stuff done.
You seem very much the type of person who's a get shit done type of person, and you want to see stuff progressing. Is there a type of mindset you think you need to be in business? Because you see people like Simon Squibb out there, what's your dream and this type of thing, and he says there's something in people's mind, like like there's a certain type of mindset you need, and you need to shift your mind to think differently when it comes to business, to being an entrepreneur. Do you think that as well? Do you think everybody has that in them if they did want to start a business, that they just need to perhaps shift their perspective and the way that they're looking at things?
I would say, but obviously everyone's got their own opinion.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I don't like about.
Give us yours, mate. Yeah.
That's the one thing I don't like about podcasts, is people telling people what to do. That's why.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing that. But I think you need to be very assertive and to the point.
Yeah.
In my opinion, because if you're not,
With who?
With anyone you chat to, like
negotiating suppliers, things
exactly
like that.
Yeah. Not with your clients, with like your members or like your customers. Yeah. But with like when you come to like chatting to landlords or to agents or anyone, like even if it's like who you're gonna get your new electric with and stuff, like you have to be very assertive and to the point.
Yeah.
And don't almost dilly-dally, because if you do, they'll either put you to the back of a pile. Or they'll forget about you, or they'll take ages.
They'll lose confidence and trust in you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I've personally found that what works best for me is being very, not being a prick, but being like very just formal, I guess. Having formal conversations. I feel like that is what will help you get places quicker. Would you say you knew
your stuff, or you ever had to blag it at any point? Or because obviously this is the first time you were doing it, right? You were trying to work out the process and the way of doing it. So did you feel confident doing it, or again was it just a case of you wanted it that much that you just picked it up as you went along?
I feel like I didn't know my stuff, but I was confident. I think it's better to imagine knowing everything but not being confident. I feel like it's better to have confidence and be like,
exactly,
sound, I'm going to do it because this is what I know, and almost blagging away, but through your own confidence of make something happen. So I feel like I've got so much more to learn. Obviously I don't know everything at all, but having the confidence to do something is, I think, very, very effective when it comes to business, but also without getting too deep, like life, innit? Innit? Like if you're confident, in your own ability to do things, whether it's raise a family or do something with your partner or open a business, I feel like it's very, very helpful.
I think that self-belief is key, right? If you haven't got it, especially with something you've got a passion for, I think like you said, you can have all the talent in the world. If you don't believe in yourself to do something, I think it's only going to take you so far, right?
Yeah, I agree.
But obviously we spoke about, I'm sure there'd be you made it sound easy, to be honest, but what would you say were some of the biggest struggles when getting up and running, your biggest challenges?
To get up and running was initially it was finding the facility and getting not finding it, sorry, because there's so many, you go on Rightmove, it's easy to find facilities.
Do you think it is? Like, say if you were looking in, like obviously the area you were looking at, which I assume was like Coventry. Was it specifically Nuneaton?
Nuneaton.
Is that because it was cheaper?
5 mile radius, because that's where our client base was. Because we were at Nufford Half in Nuneaton, we thought if we want to take all our clients and hit the ground running, they need to not be traveling more than 5 miles because they won't come. So it was looking at a small area and going 5 mile radius. And we looked at over 20 units. But for me, I was like, every single unit, pretty much, I was like, this will do. This is the one. This is the one. But obviously going with my brother, who's a bit more,
would you say you're impulsive, would you say?
Yeah, impulsive, 100%.
I'm like that. I just want to do stuff. I'm like,
very impulsive.
But sometimes I do need to be reined back a little bit. You think your brother does that for you?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
You need that. So it sounds like you got a good balance between you.
Yeah, you do, 100%. But I do think it's more, I feel like it's more important to be impulsive though. I think being impulsive
gets shit done.
Yeah. I mean, you make mistakes. You obviously make more mistakes.
Will. That's the thing. People
but that's
say,
fine. Imagine not making any mistakes. Like, you're not really
going to learn, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. But obviously, that can be loads of financial mistakes as well, obviously, which can be more impacting on your business. So but I guess I see it more of I don't know. I don't really see risk as such, or I see most things as like
opportunity.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, opportunities. Yeah, maybe because I'm still. I've not really seen anything. I thought that's a bit risky. I would think it can make it work.
Yeah.
So another story, side story, and I'm still annoyed to this day is we had a head of terms at the Rico Arena at the CVS to be a gym.
Yeah.
Mad. And obviously it was nuts. That was a massive investment. But at that point we had investors involved, because right now we've got no one. It's just me and brother and Deck for Ramsay Strike, but there's no external investors involved.
Yeah.
But at that point it was, and we were having conversations with I think his name was Paul Bailey, who represented CBS, and then Fraser Group. Obviously, Fraser Group is, what's that guy's name on Sports Direct? No one likes him.
Mike Ashley.
Mike Ashley, yeah. So his group owns the stadium or did, sorry, at the time.
Yeah.
And we were liaising with them to get a gym inside the Ricoh Arena.
Oh, wow.
And on
They
paper,
used to have one, didn't they?
Yeah, ages ago.
Did it
Yeah, I used to go
close,
to
did
it.
it?
It was wicked. Yeah,
Yeah, I went once or twice.
Did you?
Yeah, they had some good facilities.
They have really good facilities, yeah. But it was council ran, so it wasn't marketed properly, and like the memberships weren't the best and stuff. So it was basically we were going to take over that because that space was available. It was 16,000 square foot, and that was going to be a gym plus reformers plus spin plus boxing.
Wow.
Like that was going to be wicked.
That would have been a spot on.
I know,
location.
but it fell through because the investors saw it as a bigger risk, which obviously they were putting the majority of the money in.
Yeah. But I bet you're certain you could have made it work.
Yeah, 100%, even to now. And it's still on the market. It's still there, which is mad. But now there's going to be a pure gym at Ricoh in the next couple of months. So we're not going to do it now.
This is the other thing, though.
Opportunities came.
There's new gyms and studios opening all over the place. Like you said, locally, obviously we're talking about the Midlands, specifically Coventry. Pure gyms and all these other commercial gyms opening up all over the place. Obviously, the gym that I'm training at now is only just opened a year ago. Foundry,
yeah.
I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yep.
And I have to train in the mornings now because that gets so busy.
Does it?
In the evenings, yeah, it's crazy. Obviously, that's more of a, I wouldn't say it's commercial. It's more of a your weight training gym, but it's got some martial arts facilities in there as well.
It's got a bigger community as well than like a pure gym, hasn't it? From what I've seen on socials, anyway, it's very social driven, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, it's very social driven. I think the
not throwing shade, by the way.
Yeah, the young crowd love it. I think because it's got that social media type of vibe in there,
which is good because they found their niche, isn't it? That's their niche.
Exactly. I think they said their idea was when they opened up, they wanted to take clients from the commercial gyms, not obviously the smaller businesses and whatnot, which I think is what happened. JD Gym, I think all the clients from there
really
moved across to Foundry. But is that something that you ever worry about, the constant opening of new gyms, commercial gyms, or is it the fact that you've spent time building your brand, building your client base, you're confident that you can keep this going, basically?
Yeah, they're 100% the latter. Yeah, and I would happily help anyone open their own gym.
Yeah.
Wherever, and I have, to be fair. So a couple of people, I would say at least like 3 or 4 people I've helped. Maybe the help that I needed or the help that I would have helped me, and almost just use my lessons to say, oh, you can get a loan from here. Here's how you write a head of terms. Here's my old head of terms. Here's how you negotiate, etc., etc. And just use it to help other people do it, because it's almost like you go down any road. Like there's a chicken shop. We're in Fargo Village now, isn't it? How many barbershops and chicken shops are there?
Yeah,
they're all open. They're all doing well.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's the right attitude to be like, you shouldn't open. This is my area. This is my turf.
I guess it's kind of one of those things. Like I said, you can't really tell someone what to do, but if someone. Yeah, I think you can tell when someone's got a vision and they really want to do something. They've got their heart set on it. Who is anybody to say no? Right? So, that's a really good thing that you're willing to help others as well.
Yeah, for
considering you've been in the same position. But what advice would you have or the key bit of advice to somebody, say, if they did want to, whether it is open their own fitness studio or even open their own business, say in the health and fitness industry, whether it be a clothing line or anything along those lines?
Be obsessed with it and go and visit other places who do it and write notes and stuff. I feel that helped me loads.
Yeah,
is going to I think I've been to at least 50 other gyms, or researched them at least, or been actually physically been to check out their studios, look at what sounds silly, but I went to view one gym in London, and I was, as a tour, I was just interested in joining. I was like, oh, what mats are these?
Yeah,
which is a weird question. What do you mean? What mats are these? What mats are they? Where are they from? They were Jordan ones. It was studio mats. And then, funny story, she actually found me then on social media the day after and emailed me saying, hope you enjoyed your tour. Would you actually look into join the gym, or were you just looking for information about your own gym? I was like, oh, well, fair that you found me, but obviously it's not illegal to do, is it? So
of course it's not.
Anyone who wants to open any sort of business, I feel like in whatever field it's in, whether it's leisure, clothing, hospitality, go and visit every single other trader or business and
doing the same thing.
Yeah, man, get ideas, steal, borrow, repurpose, etc. How many clothing brands are there with a black tee and a logo one? No one's copying each other. It's just what the world is now, isn't it? Every gym is the same almost. You go and people train. Reformer Pilates studios are everywhere. It's the same thing, but it's just I feel like
what makes you different then?
Creating a brand, I guess. Creating a brand, but I don't know. I don't think we're not that different. I don't really feel like we're different, like from.
Do you think you're good at keeping clients as well once new clients come?
Yeah, in that regard,
I think you may have that. I think that once clients come, you keep them.
We're good at the community stuff, but then that's built internally. Like, obviously, we're great at what we do, but because we're in a town, and Eton's a town, obviously, Cov's bigger than that, but especially in Eton, because it is a town, everyone has like that kind of town mentality of like chatting to each other, which is nice. But if I opened, or when we open one, let's say a big city, Manchester, Birmingham, London, people come and go very quickly all the time, so it's hard to build a community. And that's one thing I found actually going to like the equivalent of us in London. I would be like that, almost trying to catch eyes with people and chat to them. My missus, she'd be like that because she's from London and she's used to kind of being more background and like chilling. And she's like, "What you doing on that?" No one wants to chat. I'm thinking, why? But it's because they're in and out. They're in and out people. They call them, they're probably on their lunch break and stuff. I'm there on a little weekend break and stuff. So I feel like the mentality is different depending on where you go. But what makes us different, I guess, is being community driven. But that's almost built itself for us.
Sounds like you've catered to the location,
to
for
the
sure, town, to the people that are there. And like I said, it sounds like you've kept a good community there as well.
Yeah, for sure. And classes do that, to be fair. So if you go to a gym, like when you go to the gym, do you put your headphones in?
I'm one of the rare people that doesn't train with headphones,
really?
Whether it's running or whether it's...
Yeah. Because no one does that in our gym, because it's not a gym, innit? You need to listen. It's a class.
Okay.
You're with an instructor. So
okay,
in that regard, that's massively helped build communities and...
The social aspect.
Social aspect, and that's what we are. We're a social-driven fitness facility. That's not Pure Gym's motto. That's not Nuffield motto. Pure Gym's cheap, good fitness. Nuffield is more experienced, more expensive, and kind of a holistic environment. You got spa and pool and stuff. Whereas we are literally community-driven fitness. But we are also the most expensive gym in our 5-mile radius. We're $79.99 a month.
Okay.
Which is a lot. And imagine paying that to go to Pure Gym. You think, no chance.
What'd you get for that though?
Exactly. So the reason people pay that at our gym is because you almost pay to be part of the social atmosphere.
Is that like unlimited access to classes and things like that?
Unlimited access to classes, which is just classes. Like, obviously we do a lot of classes, but members will either pay £9 pay as you go, or they'll go unlimited for £80, and it works because people will pay more for a better service. Like I would happily go and pay more for, well, maybe not nice clothes, but like nice trainers or something, because you buy into the brand. And that's why, like, let's say you stick a Versace logo on a t-shirt versus a Primark logo, the price is so different, isn't it? You pay for you think you pay for the quality. With us, you actually are. You're paying for the service, I guess. And we're a service-driven business. Which has only been made so successful because of all the amazing staff and team we have on board.
Would you say you're quite a present owner? Do you run a lot of the classes, or are you more of are you sitting back and letting the other staff run the classes and got more of your business head on?
Yeah, less present now, but I love being present. Like I actually love doing it. If I didn't, if I didn't set foot in the gym for 6 months, it would be sound. But I'd get such bad FOMO. And I love it so much. Like, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you be somewhere every single day? Innit? So in that regard, I am there all the time, but only because I want to be. Versus me, kind of like, need to go and cover this class today. I do a lot less. When we first started, we were also the cleaners. We taught pretty much every single class ourselves. We didn't have a marketing team, etc. But only in the last kind of couple of years. We now have we have a marketing team, which is so helpful.
Is that because things have evolved social media wise, would you say? And
has
it helped having a marketing team? Yeah,
massively. Because sometimes I'd be like, I need to post this week, or what can I post about now? And I'm going to take a quick video in the gym. There was no plan. It was just off the cuff stuff. And now because we've got 3 sites, we need to post at least 3-4 times a week.
And you want I guess the marketing team give you the ideas, right, of what to post,
for sure,
when to post, the strategy.
And I could do it myself, but it wouldn't be as good as how they do it, and they're great. So having them on board,
that's one thing I'd say.
Helpful.
It's really time. I've only just started utilising social media a little bit more. I don't just see like me and the other half make little skits and things like that. I didn't realise how time consuming it was just to actually, 1, sit there and think of the content, and 2, actually recording the content as well. But it seems like you get quite hands-on with the content as well, which I thought is quite good. I was even watching bits where I think you were doing the play, sort of ripping up the floor.
Oh, you saw the video? Yeah, wicked.
I do my scouting before the podcast. So it's good that you're quite hands-on and you're getting as much footage as you can, right? So
Yeah,
do you enjoy that side of things, being in front of the camera? Because you're in a house.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I don't mind it, and I don't mind it. I like it. I like it. Yeah, of course, I like it. Only because it's. I'm passionate about what I do.
Yeah. Do you know what? That's the first thing. Sorry to interrupt. That came across probably through the first minute of this podcast is the passion, the obsession behind what you're doing.
Yeah,
which is probably why you're making it so successful, right?
Yeah, I think so.
You had an idea, you had a vision, and you're making it happen.
I'd say, God forbid, one day I wake up and I think, oh, can't be bothered. But in 16 years, I haven't. I've never thought, oh, this is so boring. I don't want to do this anymore. I've always very much. I've got frustrated about maybe like the progress and stuff, but I've never wanted to turn up, and I've never went on Indeed and looked at a 9-to-5 job since I quit. Working at Nuffield and other stuff. Yeah. So it was always, it's always been an upwards trajectory. I would say.
Do you ever think you would have been able to be a 9-to-5 type of person?
Well, I guess
because you went to university, you did a sports science degree, right? You were saying.
Did sports science and a master's in S&C, and then I was working at Wasps Rugby Academy for 2-3 years with their under-18s, and the opportunity presented itself to go and work in their southern academy, full time almost. Yeah. But again, that wasn't a 9-to-5, because when I say 9-to-5, I mean I don't know, but corporate jobs are also great. I know I have so many friends and stuff who are in corporate jobs, who love it. Yeah. When they get a set amount of holidays, they get pension, they get good pay. They're probably working with a good team of people, which is very fulfilling. But for me, I think since I had it in my head to open my own gym, it was almost like, okay, you've turned that switch on now. It can't be turned off. But I know for a fact, I could probably now. I know I could. I could go to a big city or go move abroad and go manage a gym and earn more money now than I am now, and happily have less stress and work for someone else, but not feel fulfilled, I guess. Yeah.
Is that because it's not your baby type of thing?
Exactly. But only because it still feels like there's unfinished business, I guess. Yeah. I think one day maybe with the brand we might sell it. I might take a complete backseat or go on a tangent. Yeah. But until I feel like that book chapter is closed. Yeah, for sure.
So obviously we talk about the vision and the goal is to take Ramsays nationwide as a brand. Obviously you've got the fitness studio, you've got the striking academy. Yeah. What's the next step? Because it seems like you're moving quite quickly, and like you said, you're quite an impulsive person. You like to just keep thinking, because I feel like I can be like that in ways. I feel like if something's stagnant for too long and I haven't seen progress, I'll get itchy feet. I need to be doing something so it's moving along.
That's a good mindset, though.
Yeah. I think it is, and I've probably only grown that mindset over the last few years with various different things that I'm working on. But clearly, you've obviously got Ramsays with that perspective. What's the next step now, would you say?
It could be anything. It could literally be anything, and it might not even be for example, I had another business idea with my other friend, which is tangent, set up events businesses, because he's got a very successful alcohol business.
I was about to say, would you venture outside health and fitness?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think I just love business. Yeah. Obviously I'm always gonna be passionate about Ramsays, but it doesn't mean I'm passionate about other things and anything really. You might not have seen it because I don't think it's on social media, but we've also, or had almost, bring a new product to the market. And one was the adjustable dumbbells.
Yes.
Which would massive in COVID. Man. We made a barbell version of that, a barbell, but a studio barbell. Not like when you go and bench with this one, you use a studio, like a Les Mills bar, like a body pump. Got prototypes and stuff, used various grants and stuff again for universities to do that. And that was a product which is still very much, could be a massive game changer for the industry, but it's been parked in my head while I focus on other things. Another one was a product, and I'll talk about it because if someone else makes it, whatever. It was called, we were going to call it Way Tube, which is basically confetti cannons. Yeah. Or like gender reveals. Instead of it being confetti, it'll be protein powder.
Really?
Yeah. But at a much lower dosage in PSI. Okay. So when you press it, it shoots your protein into your drink for you.
I thought for a second there, I thought you were saying like what, as a confetti?
Yeah, like a cannon, yeah.
Okay, so just shoots it.
Yeah, shoots it, yeah. So a small, like almost test tube.
Okay, so rather than like scooping.
Yeah, so have you ever been on holiday and took protein with you?
No, because it's fucking.
Yeah, why would you? Or you put it in a bag, innit? It look weird in a sandwich bag. Loads of brown or vanilla flake looking powder. Yeah. So instead of that, you take like your holiday for a week.
Like
you take 14. Exactly, 14 test tubes. You press it and it pops into your bottle. Yeah. And I did a model of it using a confetti cannon into a water bottle, and it exploded everywhere, but it worked.
Yeah.
But anyway, bit of a tangent, but yeah, I think my brain's just active
definitely
in
a business
to like
mindset.
Yeah, business ideas, and they're all very much all still there. But it's just finding the time. The time, I guess. But yeah, the passion at the minute is still Ramsay's. Almost like, I guess, they need to look for the quick wins in it, and our quick wins is Ramsay's, and progressing. I'd like to think in the next 5 years, we will have at least 3 to 4 more sites, and they'll be within paddle studios.
Paddle studios, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So is that specifically where you want to?
Yeah. So we'll combine Ramsay's within paddle studios, because every single paddle studio is really high, which is great because you can put a mezzanine in. Yeah. Which is a second floor. And you can't use every single inch of a studio for it to be paddle court. So any free space can be Pilates or spin or a gym, whatever, because it's just an easy win and a great addition, because it attracts so many people who are already in that mindset anyway. Or if it's not, paddles predominantly, from my experience, is guy dominant, and Pilates is female dominant.
Is paddle guy dominant, would you say?
From ours certainly is, in Coventry side, females play it, but it's probably about 80-20 or 75-25. Maybe the stats maybe online might not show that, but from what I've seen, it is. And then Pilates is 95% females. So combining those in a facility, or then every single guy who goes plays paddle is partner, boy or girl can go and play Pilates, and every single girl who goes to Pilates, their partner, boy or girl.
The missus has wrote me into a couple of Pilates classes.
Wicked.
Yeah, I gave it a go, but it's another thing that's taken off, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And I feel like it has only been the past couple of years that
probably the past
everybody is
3.
Past 3 years, would you say?
3-4 years, yeah.
And why do you think Pilates is absolutely booming at the minute?
God knows why is paddle booming. It's just like marketing it. I remember in lockdown when everyone had an ice bath. Yeah. What was that brand that did wicked with it?
Lumi.
Lumi spas, mad.
Everyone's copied Lumi now,
yeah,
right?
Everyone, of course.
I don't think they could specifically put it like a trademark or whatever on it.
But where are Lumi now?
Yeah.
Probably could talk of their revenue and gone. It's so good. Like they capitalised on the opportunity.
They did.
And that's exactly what we've done with Reformers and with paddle, because the time is now. If you miss the boat, you can jump on it. But it's the same as like High Rocks. So look how big High Rocks is now.
Yes.
Massive, absolutely huge. And obviously it's great. I'm not a fan personally. I don't like it.
Of Pilates?
Of High Rocks.
Of High Rocks.
Yeah, of High Rocks.
Yeah, I've not tried it myself. No.
But as a business model, it's great because it brings loads of people together and it gives them like a goal. If someone's training for a High Rocks in 6 months, they're going to stay as part of a High Rocks based gym for that 6 months to train for it, aren't they? So it's good for customer retention.
But for a High Rocks based gym, how would you have that as a business model? Because with High Rocks, it's pretty much just a big circuit, isn't it? Yeah. So do you just need a big venue and just set up some stations with the various
basically, stuff? So you run High Rocks sims and stuff. So our good friends, sibling, shout out Alex and Meg, they are in Atherstone, just up the road from us, and they, as far as I'm aware, have a very successful and kind of large High Rocks following within their facility. And although they have a gym, they have a normal gym as well. Yeah. Like an actual open gym. They do those like High Rocks sims and High Rocks based classes, which it makes customers have a reason to go to the gym, because I'm doing a High Rocks in 6 months. Yeah. I'm going to go and join this gym to make sure I'm going and being assertive. We're at Ramsay's, we're not like that. We do no challenges and we do no 8-week challenge, customer transformation, gets the best things, only because I don't believe in it. I don't like it almost.
Why would you? I'm just intrigued. Do you know why I'm intrigued?
Yeah.
Because you're taking a very different approach to
the gyms,
which is interesting to hear. Why do you keep away from that stuff?
I don't know. It's just because it's never been. I don't want to waver from what I enjoy and what I'm like. Like there's another great gym in Birmingham called The Pit, owned by Kieran, who thrives and strives on like 8 type transformations. Great model, and it works for him. But I've never been interested in that, but only because like when I look at gyms or companies I aspire to be like, it's like F45, One Rebels, Barry's Boot Camps, who I guess follow the same sort of thing.
laid back community feel.
Yeah,
like,
for sure. But
on top of
yeah.
Send me your check-ins, this, that,
exactly
that.
Yeah.
You want it just to be the community feel.
For me,
thing,
personally, I get, and my brother's obviously the same.
Yeah.
We have the same, but he's very laid back, and I'm quite laid back as well. Outside of work, in work, I'm very like, talk at 1,000 miles an hour, don't blink, follow the energy. But outside, it's almost like and if she watches it, my fiance, soon to be wife.
Are you engaged?
Yeah, engaged. Get married in 6
mate.
weeks, 22nd
6
December.
Weeks?
Yeah, man, 6 weeks.
Jeez.
Like
I managed to get you in here.
Yeah, I know, man.
Sorry if I took you away from any wedding planning.
It's been all right. She gets a different version of me. When I'm outside of work, I almost like my social battery's gone, and I'm like, But I love it. Like I want to just relax and just decompress with my partner. I don't want to be buzzing. But then if she sees me at a work environment, I'm almost like, where's this energy coming from?
You do seem very energetic type of person, even in the videos and things that I watched as well.
Yeah, for sure. But it's business related, but I feel like that's what passion is.
Yeah. I bet that's second nature to you though, right?
Like, it is,
Baby is your obsession, is your passion.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
It's going to be second nature.
Yeah, it is, which is nice. I feel like that's probably been my biggest driver to success. And I've never had that before. Never had it when I worked in the gym in Cov. Worked at Comedy Sports Centre, great gym.
Yeah.
Never had it when I was a lifeguard. Never had it when I was S&C coach at Wasps and Cov. I was working at Coventry as well as a apprentice there. Never really had that. So I guess if you're fortunate enough to find something you're passionate about, whether it's in the corporate world or in the self-employed world, like I'm sure you're very passionate about your podcast, then carry on. Yeah. But passion switch off, I guess, for some people. But
I guess one good question that I'd have is obviously you know what you want, and you know how obviously you've coached and things yourself before, and you've taught before when it comes to health and fitness. How important is it getting the right staff that are projecting your vision onto your clients as well? Was that something you had to really think about? Is it difficult getting the right trainers, the right coaches, the right staff?
Nah, very, very, I guess, very fortunate and lucky. Every single person we've never took a job. We've never put a job application out where people can apply for a job. We've always chose people to work with us. Yeah, and it's not for us. Like I feel so like it feels so almost like icky to be like, I've got 40 staff working for us. We do, but there's 40 people now working with us almost across all sites, and they're so good. And we've been fortunate enough to be able to handpick people we know are great people, more so than like knowledge obviously is great, but people don't come to our gym to be like perfect, like 8 transformation. Let's really get into the details of your form and stuff here. They come to have a good time, innit? So all of our staff are naturally that way, but I feel like that also, because they're in that environment and because we've created that environment, they naturally
fall into it.
Yeah, they fall into it. I'm not going to say it. I went to a gym yesterday on a random one, and it was so like solemn in there. It was a boutique gym like ours, and I thought, this is so weird. It's so quiet. It might have been a bad day that I went in there, but like the staff weren't talking to each other. Like if you ever come to my gym and spend like an hour or two like a fly on the wall,
I'll have to visit it. You know.
Yeah, it's so fun, and almost like we all take the piss out of each other. It's like we all like everyone's just a little bit like just funny and like just themselves, I guess. Themselves. And I guess I see Ramsays as a safe space. I actually wrote on my phone earlier, I want to do a piece of content where like everyone put like a post-it note and say like Ramsays is my safe space, because just to see what people say. Like, I've never actually asked people why
interested to know what your clients think, right?
Why'd you pay so much to come here? Why'd you pay so much to come here? Why'd you come here twice a day and PT and pay for reformers and not go anywhere else? Like, but people do it obviously because they love it and they create a community and they love being part of something which they enjoy.
Yeah.
which is great. But when it comes to obviously business and revenue, you want to maximize the amount of people through your doors. But we have obviously got around that. If we were £20 a month, we'd have loads of people.
Yeah.
But if people would come and go, and we'd lose that level of trust from customers, because we're a higher price point. And I hate barriers to entry, barriers to success. But yeah, we're a higher price point gym. So not everyone, it's not for everyone, unfortunately. Not everyone can afford £9 a class, £80 a month. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But obviously those that are lucky enough to be part of it, reap the benefits of that, because they're part of a very great environment.
Do you know what? One thing that, and I've said this to a few people lately, I think times are changing now. I think a few years ago, especially the younger, when I was younger, like whether it be university, mid-20s, it was all about going out. It was all about going drinking, going
for sure.
to bars, clubbing, which people obviously still do now. But I feel like there's been a real shift with the way people look at that type of life. And the way people look at health and fitness. I really feel like the shift now in terms of would be a hobby is moving towards health and fitness, where people are a lot more willing to spend on their health now. Which is why I think fitness studios, gyms, I think are probably doing really well now. Why we're still seeing more and more gyms pop up all over the place.
For sure.
I think there's enough clients to go around at
I agree.
this point, right? But in terms of those price points you mentioned, is that something that stayed the same, or is it something that's increased over time? Or
no, we've gradually increased as our costs have got higher.
In the current climate,
right? For sure. Well, but not massively.
Yeah.
But like classes were £5 per class when we first opened. Now we're £9. But obviously we've got bigger bills, more staff, VAT to pay, VAT bills to pay, corporation tax, etc. And like that's like, I guess, the ugly side of business. Is having to financially check yourself on a constant basis. Although it's like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to look at my numbers. I don't want to see how we've done this month forever. But you look at your numbers and seeing how much outgoings you've got versus what's coming in, and what's set in stone, what bills you're going to pay for the next X amount, and what are going to be your quiet periods of I guess in my industry, obviously fitness. Naturally it's quiet in October. And December, October, December, back end of the year.
The dark evenings,
for sure.
Morning setting. People don't want to leave, right?
But then that's where obviously memberships are great, because obviously if you've got a membership model, people will they're still paying regardless, aren't they? Because we have a lot of pay-to-go customers. We have more pay-to-go customers than members. Which is fine, but it does mean, but it's probably because we're at a higher price point. And we're
people paying for individual classes type of thing.
But then sometimes they end up paying more than what it is. Like £80 a month is, if they're doing 2 classes a week, 3 classes a week, it's cheaper to go on a membership. But during quiet periods they'll drop off a little bit. But then during obviously Januaries and summer peaks, it's back up again. But it's obviously very important in any industry to keep a very tight track of your revenue and your busy months, quiet periods. What can you do during the quiet periods? But that's something you learn. Like we're still learning now. Like we'll do a Black Friday sale and it will be great. But then that will have a negative effect on the packs, credit packs we sell in November and December. When's Black Friday? End of this month, isn't it?
Is it the end of this month?
October, the last Friday of October, I think. No, what month are we in? November. November. Sorry, the last Friday of November. So we're gonna have a peak this month. But then in December it will go down because everyone's holding their credits. So it's just it's like obviously that's where you do quarterly accounts to see how you're going. But but obviously in the same breath as well, me and my brother, we still don't take a massive salary from the business because we're still actively personal training.
I bet you're wanting to put into the business more than
for sure.
At this stage, right?
And it's been proven time and time again. We've used our own capital and stuff to do things. Like we just spent 30 grand on brand new saunas, which is great. But obviously that could have been a nice dividend for me and my brother. But why? Like we both live comfortably. We have a great life. We don't need to.
Do you know what? I can genuinely see why you do what you did, because I feel like I said, that's your baby, right? You're probably getting more enjoyment, more of a buzz from spending it on something like that, and the longevity of your brand and your company, rather than buying a nice car, which will depreciate in the next.
For sure, of course.
Exactly, right? So it sounds like you're doing the right thing. What would you say is the biggest lesson that you've learned in business and in health and fitness?
Biggest lesson. Obviously, there's always little lessons and stuff, but maybe we'll come back to that. I'm not
Or the
into my head.
harshest lesson that you've has really hit you in the face? It sounds like you just take everything in your stride, to be honest.
Almost, But I feel like, I don't know. It's a tough one. It's always, I think I've been asked this question before. I probably stumbled on it because I don't really see anything as like a negative. Like, I've never been like, I'm so down about that. That's so annoying. I'm so gutted about that. So I don't know. I guess I haven't never really had a hard time.
Where do you think that mindset comes from? It's a very good mindset to have. Where do you think it comes from? Do you think you were just born like that? Is it passed on to you by parents?
You know what? I guess, and this is
older brother.
This is so like.
Is it your older brother or younger?
Yeah, older. As this is so random. As a kid, I had really bad asthma, eczema, and I was always like, Mum was like, you can't do this. I had a disability badge for my asthma. Mad.
Really?
Yeah, and I was embarrassed. Like, Mum, don't park there. People are gonna see. I've got a disability badge for. These pissed me off. Like doing things that happened to be taken off football at half time as a kid because my asthma was bad. Always being told what to do. Even things like, you need to go to like the dinner ladies and that. Like, you got to get your eye drops in your eyes, Jack. Your eyes, you got to get hay fever and stuff. Like, it was just so like, what's wrong with me? I'm a problem child. So I guess coming out with that now as an adult and going from being told,
you probably don't want to make a fuss about problems.
100%. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Yeah, being told what to do.
Yeah,
and almost I guess I feel like my biggest problem. It's not a problem though because I like it. Is I don't if I'm told to do, I don't know what's the right way to word it. I don't like being told what to do, basically.
Yeah,
and it's almost to the extent where I'll then do the opposite, but not in a bad way. Like, okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do something really bad and do the complete opposite thing.
Yeah.
But I guess if it's like whatever the normal is, whatever's normal, I always think, about this way. There must be a better way. There must be there must be a different way to do it.
I think that's the best way to be, because I kind of feel like that. Why would you want to be like everybody else? Why not just be different for the sake of it?
It's fine though, because I feel like people take comfort in that though. They take comfort in knowing like they've got assurances. Like my mum and dad are very straight and narrow. They had all their COVID jabs. I didn't have any. Personally. I guess, but only because people probably watch and think, "Oh, you bloody idiot!" Rah rah rah. But it's just maybe even yourself. But like mum and dad are very straight and narrow. By the book almost, and do things and they take comfort in that. But
maybe it's a comfort thing.
But I just prefer to look at different options and see what the alternative methods are. So I feel like often a path that hasn't been explored could often lead to something great, I guess. Yeah,
no, I like that. I like that way of thinking. It sounds like you've just grew up with the perfect business. It sounds like it's meant to be type of thing.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's almost. I guess I've always gonna wanted to do something different. I guess. Yeah. Versus than just being told. I guess it comes from being told what to do.
Yeah.
I guess. Which, for whatever reason, I don't like.
My missus says that to me as well. She's like, if I tell you one thing, you just purposely want to do the opposite thing.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, that's interesting. Just talking a little bit about the Strike Academy as well. And again, I saw this. And again, from a mindset perspective, I wanted to know how it went for you. I think you put yourself into the danger zone to have a Muay Thai fight, right?
Yeah.
Which is a brutal sport. I've heard, and funnily enough, I actually just said to somebody today, like I boxed amateur when I was younger, a little bit of taekwondo as well. But I was like, I feel like giving Muay Thai a bit of a try, just to like use my legs a bit and whatnot. And I saw that you did it. How did that go for you?
Yeah, wicked, loved it, absolutely loved it, and it was a bucket list tick. And I lost on points.
Okay,
but
it takes balls to get in there, mate.
I guess so, yeah. But
which many people don't recognise.
I didn't see it as a risk. Obviously, I guess it comes from the same mindset as like just doing something and not saying, I don't want. I'm going to get hurt here.
Not many people would voluntarily put themselves in that situation. It's underrated.
Yeah, for sure. I just thought I want to get involved in the gym we've created. Absolutely loved it. Loved Muay Thai. Don't really like it anymore. Prefer doing MMA and kickboxing, more K1 style.
Yeah,
because I'm a bit erratic all over the place.
So do you do all of those at your striking academy?
We do boxing, Muay Thai, MMA, and kids jiu-jitsu and judo.
So is that like competitive, where people can enter into competitions and things like that, like
Yeah.
K1 competitions. And,
Yeah, for sure. So internally, we run into clubs, but then we've also got 4 or 5. We're only a year in, so we're still in our infancy. We've got 4 or 5 Muay Thai fighters representing us.
Yeah.
One of them's fighting tomorrow, actually. Peter, shout out Peter. Only year into his journey and already had 3 Muay Thai fights. You got Liv, who's Dex who's our co-founder. She's had multiple fights for us as well. You got Harry, who's fighting soon as well. All the juniors who are coming through, because they've almost started from a very basic knowledge. We're not going to make them go and do like an actual amateur fight, but they've got a couple of interclubs coming up where they'll put themselves forward and do fights and stuff. And we have the representatives and the coaches available to push people towards competitions. We're not an amateur boxing club though, so we'll never get an amateur license.
Would you consider having an amateur license?
We need the right coach, but our coaches are more.
Yeah, you need very obviously have to be ABA licensed. But you need a very specific.
And there's a great one locally called in Bulkington Boxing Club.
Yeah,
which ain't far up the road.
Yeah,
and I think maybe there's one in the town centre as well. But no, it's not really our. At the minute, it's not really our thing.
Yeah, because I was going to say, thinking about an amateur boxing club, it's very like army regimented and serious. Yeah, for sure, would it fit the Ramsay brand type of thing?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't think it would really.
Yeah.
But then that's not really my forte. But I've never really pushed for it. I'd rather we do great boxing sessions. We've got wicked coaches.
Yeah.
Our mixed martial arts coaches are wicked. Yeah. Like, so blessed.
Yeah.
Especially with all the youths and the kids and stuff. Yeah, all the parents love it. We're still building the client base for youth and mini. So shout out anyone who wants to come and join us over in the Neaton. But yeah, our adults are a mix of people. We have a lot of recreationals. Then obviously we make space for those who actually want to come and fight as well. And we run like white collar camps and stuff. And people who come to us and fight under our brand at like various. Well, I guess unlicensed shows, white collar shows, which are all the rave.
After the amateurs, I feel in a couple of white collars. Just while I had that itch still, I thought let me get it out of my system. But
for sure.
But yeah, you were glad you had the fight. How was it getting punched in the face? Did you?
Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. I guess the adrenaline of it, and you're in 12-ounce gloves, so I didn't feel a thing. But I was knackered. My camp wasn't very good. Like I didn't do any pads.
And
did a bit of cardio.
How long was the camp?
I guess I took the fight when I actually thought it was like 8 weeks notice, 8 weeks, I think. But didn't do a camp. But almost, again, that's me in that mindset, innit?
Would you do it again? And would you have a boxing white collar?
I'll do,
I think you'd love a boxing white collar.
I'd rather do MMA.
Would you?
Yeah, I'd rather have no...
Are you training regularly with MMA?
MMA I am now, for sure. I'd rather have no constraints. Obviously in boxing, you can't kick. In Muay Thai, you can't.
So you just can't do
100%.
Yeah. All right.
But I think that's my mindset of not wanting to be told you can't do this, innit?
I feel like you just want to throw yourself into constant risk.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
I like it as well.
But I love MMA, love it because you can do anything. I think I'm quite an unpredictable person. Even at how I move, like my coach, and one of our coaches, Callum, calls me Crash.
Yeah,
I'm just like just erratic, almost. But I guess unpredictable, but that didn't, in a fight environment, in my Muay Thai fight, didn't work to my advantage because I thought I don't want to do pads, don't need to. I don't want to be told what to do. I just want to go and do it.
Yeah.
And then when I got in there, there was no like
strategy.
Tried to knock him out in the first round, didn't do it. But won the first round, won the second round, absolutely gassed out, and he won round 3, 4, and 5. So I just played the game, innit? He played the game and scored points.
Do you know what? I think even when you're a spectator and sometimes you watch the rounds, and whether it be 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, you think, oh, is that it?
Mad.
I'll do that easy. 3 minutes or 2 minutes in there feels like 2 or 3 hours, right? When you're in there, it drags on a little while. But like I said, mate, it takes balls to get in there. So at least you tick that off your bucket list. Let's wait for the MMA fight.
Yeah, maybe next year post marriage.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't think you'll be doing that anytime soon, right?
Yeah,
but let's see. We're coming to the end of the podcast, mate. Just a couple of final questions.
Yeah.
Life as an entrepreneur in the health and fitness industry. What's your morning routine like?
Now it's first thing I'll always do is check emails and messages. Always check emails and messages.
What time do you get up in the mornings?
Varies, to be fair. I'm better now, but on a Tuesday and Thursday it's 5 a.m, which is fine. I'm an early riser anyway, and the rest of the week is like maybe 6. Just have an actual early alarm clock.
Okay.
But I'll always by like 9 p.m. I'll go home and I'll be like, knackered. Want to just relax or just go to sleep. Yeah. But always check emails and stuff first of all.
Yeah.
Emails, social media, but always the Ramsay social media first, not my own. Like I want to see is there any issues or problems or business stuff. Check the class schedule, like how many people are booked onto the morning classes, etc. See if it's going smooth, and then usually go on and do some like respond to emails and stuff, or typically go to work and go see what's going on, go and fix the small problems. There's always tiny little things that we can improve or that need doing. But really like intricate things. But then usually train clients, chat to staff. And now usually like I feel like my working schedule is quite relaxed at the minute. But on purpose, because I know at some point in the next year we're going to open another gym again.
It's going to pop off.
Because opening 2 gyms at the same time in 6 weeks almost, obviously dramatic, but almost killed me and my brother. We both lost like 1.5 stone.
Really?
We were like zombies.
Did it leave time for training for yourself?
No, I didn't train at all. I didn't train at all. I train now because it sounds like amongst them, maybe 1 gym session a week, 2 gym sessions a week. Play paddle once a week if I can. And then martial arts train once or twice a week, like have a nice regime, but I don't have like a plan. Don't like have any goals almost. It's just maintenance and stuff. And I'd rather, which the only annoying thing is, well, obviously, if I'm in the gym training at Ramsay's, I'll always find something to do. Like, the binny's emptying, or why is this loose? Need to go tighten this up. So I feel like I'd get more benefit in my gym if I went and trained somewhere else.
Okay.
Like Foundry or anywhere else, because I'd be focused, and I ain't worried if that machine's broke. Because it's not my problem. But training in my own environment is a bit of annoying. Probably why I love going to Strike Academy so much, because having a one-to-one with a session or actually joining in, I can't. Oh, sorry, mate. I'm just gonna go and fix a toilet, or gonna go and put some toilet roll in the loo.
Yeah, no, so involved. I think that makes sense. To be honest, what would you say are some key tips to staying disciplined?
Do something you enjoy, I guess.
Yeah.
You can't say disciplined doing something that you don't enjoy. Like, why would you? Like, I guess we've all experienced being at school and doing like a project or a subject that we don't like.
Yeah.
You don't put the effort in because you're not asked.
Yeah.
So I feel like the only real way to stay disciplined is to actually enjoy something. Yeah. And whether that's physically, like find if you love the high rocks, stick to doing that. If you love going to classes, do that. If you love going to Muay Thai, do that.
Yeah.
That's going to keep you disciplined.
Yeah.
And in business, if you're doing a business that, or in a corporate, whether it's a corporate job or an actual entrepreneurial job where you're actually doing something you love, discipline comes natural, I guess. But if it's not, then you'd lose it. Obviously, discipline beats talent all day long, but you need to enjoy what you're doing. How can you say discipline is something you don't enjoy?
I think it's one thing I love that I've seen with probably a lot of people, strangely enough, that that they'll have their income from their 9 to 5 or whatever, but I see a lot of people chasing other things now, other hobby, whether it just be hobbies, whether it be side hustles or whatever it is. And I love to see people doing that and following their passion, right? Because you're more willing to put in that effort and that
I think that's massive, actually.
Something like that, right? Which is nice to see. But Jack, we're at the end of the podcast. I appreciate you coming on in your busy schedule.
Thank you.
And maybe have you on again in the future, and I'm sure you would have had a couple of MMA fights by then as well.
Hopefully.
And you'll be a married man as well.
Married man.
Really appreciate you coming on, mate. And if anybody wants to give your gym a visit, whereabouts in?
So in the Neon, it's not a big town, but you can find us at Ramsays.uk and Ramsay Strike Academy, both literally 2 minutes from each other. In the one side on a Neon. It's not that big anyway, easy to find. Obviously, Paddle Studios is in Bayton Road in Cov, /Exall.
And social media handle, just type in Ramsays.
Yeah, type in Ramsays, and then Paddle is type Paddle Studios Coventry. We should come up straight away because no one's got their name.
Not many of the Ramsays about, right?
No, there isn't. Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately for me, actually, wish there was more.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. But thank you for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the podcast. I hope it's gave you a bit of an insight into entrepreneurship in the health and fitness industry. Make sure you like and subscribe the video, leave your comments, tell us what you think, and thank you for watching.
Peace.